kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Farrell. Gets it out fast.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And now on second down for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Reads it, fires complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Poe.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Second and short now after that completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Back to pass, it's Farrell. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's complete to the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On third and long, they need a big completion. He's got it. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The play-action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Peterson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Catch inside the 30 and still running. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Farrell. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He shanked it. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. Dropping back, it's Farrell. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He'll go to the sneak. Defense storming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a great job by the defense. You know, on short yardage situations like this, they can run the QB sneak. You're diving, getting as many bodies around the quarterback as you can, and it's just gravy when you can force a fumble and recover in that type of situation.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Farrell. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Strong, firm tackle. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. Runs through the tackle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got him downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
This defense has only first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He bangs his way in for the score.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Red pass, it's complete. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Dropping back, it's Farrell. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Poe. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the shotgun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Trying to wear down this defense. The 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The screen. He's got wheels. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Looking to throw, it's Farrell. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
You just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And he's in for the touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Sends it back in motion. Got a little space. Crosses the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Firing to the right, complete. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
At the 20. Good enough for a first down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Snap in the shotgun. Into the end zone. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. The first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Swings it out to his running back. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you. But you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. A little screen to the running back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
The kick is on its way. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to pass. It's Farrell. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say and let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
After that last completion, it's second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he's got a touchdown. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Floats it out in space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The offense set for a first down play. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And he'll be brought down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Farrell. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got it down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Poe. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking for a man, it's Farrell. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's in for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. Unit up for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go to the air on second and short. It's complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
From the gun on third down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. And it's in there for a touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll go for two here and try to climb within a field goal late. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Caught behind the line. It's Poe. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Now on first down from the 28. Back to pass. It's Farrell. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw again. Working that left side now. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
To the air, it's Farrell. Fires complete on the crosser. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Got it, looking for the first down. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
It is perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds a man in the middle. He makes a catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And he knocks it through to put them up by 1, and now the D will try to hang on. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a nice play by the defense. Not only get pressure, get the sack. Why is that big? The clock continues to run now. The offense is going to be in scramble mode. They're down, and they're fighting the clock.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on 2nd down from the 14. Back to throw. It's Farrell. Got his man on the right. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 3rd. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Never a doubt. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to throw. It's Farrell. Under fire. Punts it out of the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock after a short pickup of 7, and it's getting dire in terms of the clock.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.